It's 9:22 on the 4th of October, and I'm uploading for the interest of the Department of Justice that is aware of the circumstances surrounding crime in Tralee, County Kerry, and the issue of ASBO activity that offends Brexit and that offends COVID-19. So, as a married mother, as a property owner whose son is illegally from her care, there's a little issue about the whole monetisation and exploitation of wealth from my credentials, qualifications, while these individuals in society that are guilty of ASBO and slander and fraud reporting and violence and spitting crimes, all these offences that are being facilitated. I hate to remind, but I'm going to update the crimes that I'm experiencing and the exploitation and monetisation from my purpose, and the change of social, societal, and justice has been reformed. All of these developments that have originated from my credentials and portfolio are being put at risk by people that are exacerbating their crimes. So your little girls, I'm sure, mean the world to you. So I'm just going to remind the Garda Síochána, the authorities and all those that are enjoying the benefit of the legislation that has come from my experiences in the Department of Social Welfare, Agriculture and Education. The issue of ASBOs threatening the peace, contaminating society, all of this matter, again, is being carelessly handled. It's an issue of very serious, utmost importance that those with obligations fulfil their obligations to my royal titles. There are people in positions up in Dublin that are burying their head in the sand. They're being a little bit silly, to be quite honest. The politicians up in Dublin are fully aware of what's going on in this community for a long time, and I've been of crime prevention via Narcotics Anonymous and the Victim Federation Union, or Victim Support Federation. So it's quite serious that at this hour of the morning there are mentally disturbed individuals that aren't treating their debts that they owe me, that they're exploiting from my expertise and my qualifications, and putting innocent children's lives at risk. So I can't say it enough that when the Garda Síochána assists any more crimes against me, it's quite bad already. I have to reiterate, any harms that have happened to my child since January 2017 in unlawful care placements, that's already been quite dangerous. So those people that think they're going to make themselves sick with neurosis going onto the land of my church nuptials, all of these matters make little girls unsafe. It really doesn't help the Garda Síochána's daughters for grown women, adult professional women that have reformed society. It doesn't set a good example to the little girls of the Garda Síochána. So anyone threatening the peace or supporting spitting or doing crimes against someone that has done what I've achieved for society, it's not making the little girls safe, and we all care for our children. So I hope everyone's really being really smart. The politicians up in Dublin, there's a debt owing to my name. You're living off the legislation that came from me, and there's land out there in Kilflynn and Ardfort that is not safe for trespass, with the crimes being committed against the Vatican and my bloodlines. So would those that have no shame whatsoever about why they're talking and walking be very careful about the money they're spending that they don't own, and the risk they're hanging on children's heads with their disgusting behaviour. So I hope everyone in Europe is aware of what awful filth is going on again in County Kerry with corruption, which offends all the anti-corruption measures that I have implemented as of crime prevention 2017, 2018 and 2019 to 22. So it's a sad sign of the times, and those offending the fruits of my labour might be careful about the cost of what they're, I suppose, expending energy, time, and effort on. It's a sad sign of the times. This is an urgent message for the ECB and the IMF, and the WHO is aware of the integrity issue regarding COVID and health and the Hippocratic Oath. The WHO is a World Health Organization, yeah? So I hope there isn't the integrity being damaged there against health, and those obstructing any of my entitlements or my earnings are putting an awful cross on their children's futures with the filth that's going on. So the sooner that people people are able to be mature and sensible and intelligent, the better. Any more threats to the peace on behalf of people that have been spitting and contaminating in society, and the Hippocratic Oath and the authorities, the role of the authorities, I hate to say the system's going to fall or fail again. So would everyone kindly have a bit of smart, intelligent behaviour to present to this situation that is spending money from my wealth and from my entitlements, and that has prospered and protected people's futures. So that's my update for now. There's a very dangerous problem being caused. Department of Justice, you're aware of what's going on. My number's online, and health and wealth recovery has arisen from me, and that's at risk. I don't support offending people. I don't support people offending my professional portfolio with prostitution. Prostitution, the sex industry workers out there that are offending COVID-19 and Brexit in this community are not welcome near my farmland with their filth, their fraud. And the longer this goes on, I hate to say, but the Garda Síochána, I'm a whistleblower as well, and I'm Royal Protocol, and I've alerted the Vatican with regard to the crimes against the church in this community. I hope the Garda Síochána won't be supporting any more crimes of theft and fraud. The bunch of keys and the child abducted are bad enough crimes already. The issue of me being of royal blood, there are individuals misunderstanding the fact that you don't violate remit. It's simple. There are people after crossing over boundaries and after causing problems. So just review, reflect and reassess, and we'll see how maybe people might become a little bit more smart in their behaviour in land grab, and they might mind their own homes and keep very far away from my farmland in Kilflynn and Ardfert. And the people that trespass are going to be prosecuted. So don't put your safety at risk. Don't trespass onto my private property in Ardfert and Kilflynn. There will be prosecution. And there is a problem with unlawful care orders of the Tusa Child and Family Agency as well. So don't be under any illusions, people. There are crimes being committed, putting little girls' futures at risk, and the prostitutes of the sex industry are not making the world safe with the repeat occurrences of further spitting and dirtying in society. So I hope I'm making myself clear. The deaths owing from Dublin, the politicians up in Dublin that think that a bunch of stolen keys from 18 Rock Street is going to prevent them or, save them from rescuing the damages to my tooth in that apartment, HAPS accommodation. Those people that are responsible for damages, harms and losses up in 18 Rock Street and that are taking a salary up in Dublin, I hope you're aware of the very dangerous nature of what you're offending or causing offence with or to. So that's my upload for now. This is for the interest of the European Union. This is for the interest of people with first-class standards that know how to behave properly and conduct themselves respectfully. But any of the filth that's going on around this town in Tralee, County Kerry with false reporting and more money fraud, that's disgusting. So put your children at risk at your own cost. It's on your own conscience. But those taking from my plate and table, I'm going to be charging people and there will be prosecution. So this is also for the European Court of Human Rights and the Vatican. So that's an update this morning. Any of the Garda Síochána supporting ASBO behaviour, offending COVID and Brexit are not making our society safe. And 20 years of crimes against my good name, assisted by Garda Síochána in this community, have given cause to Brexit and COVID from my credentials. So Europe, Tralee County Kerry is causing more problems with corruption and crime against all my progress initiatives in the shape and form of Brexit and COVID-19. It's all going down this line. It's been very seriously damaged, and this is urgent. It's quite serious. So anyone that's obstructing the assistance and support that I'm entitled to, they're obstructing their children's safety.